morning. It feels like it's been a while since I've done a proper vlog because the last one was a holiday vlog. If you haven't seen it, we went to Wales. We got very wet. But we had a good time. We got back from there and then I had a cake order to do. Try not to take too many on when we've been on holiday because there's just so much admin to catch up with. So I only took one order on and it was this white wedding cake, 2-tier with a fish tank in the middle. This was ordered by the couple's friends, so I'm not sure if they actually knew what they were getting. It might have been a surprise, but the groom is a big fish fan. He must have plenty of fish tanks. So I did a little fish bowl in the middle with some tropical fish in. The groom was very taken with that fish tank and his poor bride was sat on top, rolling her eyes with the dog. We delivered this, I think it was about 2 hours away, so that takes up most of the day because it's like a 4 or 5 hour round trip depending on the traffic. So yeah, that's all we did last week. Well, what you need catching up on cake wise anyway. This week I have 3 cakes. So I have a Lego Ninjago cake, a dinosaur cake and a birthday cake that we're delivering to York that has lots and lots of figures on it. I think it's Terry Pratchett, Discworld characters on it, Pan's Labyrinth and some anime stuff. So it is Tuesday, I have got the ovens preheating. It's actually a bit later in the day. It is nearly 11:15. I couldn't start baking because our dryer broke. So we've had the dryer man in to fix it. That's cost us £55 because the heating bit didn't work. I don't know about you, but everything is breaking around here lately. We had the broken TV that is still sat under my desk because I haven't got round to figuring out what to do with that. The dryer broke. The washing machine broke. Me and Adam managed to fix that because the belt came off. Or rather, I put the belt back on. I don't think I've ever explained it in the vlog. I might have and I might not. But this household is a complete role reversal. Adam does the washing and the drying and the ironing. And I do everything else like the DIY, anything that needs fixing, wallpapering, painting, putting shelves up, putting pictures up. I do all that stuff. Like my tool is my drill and Adam's tool is the iron. So I mean, when the washer broke, I said, and it wasn't spinning. I thought, oh well, the belt has come off. There's something maybe wrong with the belt. Adam went to try and open the washer to see if the belt had come off, and I said, have you not taken the top off the washer yet? And he said, no, because we don't have a screwdriver that will fit. I said, well, what is it? Is it the crosshead or a flathead? Because I have got tons of screwdrivers to fit every screw. He said, no, it's a diamond shape. A diamond shape. And then it hit me. I was like, do you mean an Allen key? A diamond shaped screw. So I got all my Allen keys out and I found one to fit and we got the back off and yes, the belt had fallen down the back. So anyway, mucky hands later, the belt was back on and the washer is now working. But gotta love those diamond shaped screws. This is why he has the iron. And I have my power tools. Sorry, there's a massive steering wheel in the way. I've no other flat surface in the car to stick the camera. I'm just sat on the school run. I have baked 6 cakes so far and I just have time to bake 4 more when I get in before I have to start making tea for everybody getting home. I am attempting a beef stroganoff. I have never eaten one. I've never made one. I suppose that's a good thing because if it's a bit naff, I wouldn't know because I don't know what one tastes like. So yeah, I come down to school a bit earlier. 1, because I can get a parking space because it is insane for parking around here. And 2, it gives me time. I've got nothing else to do here. So I've got my phone and it gives me a chance to catch up with Instagram. So that's replying to comments and scrolling through and liking some of your pictures as well. Good morning. Not the best angle, I know. I am in the car again. It is 8:30 in the morning. I have dropped Abby off at school and now I'm waiting for the post office to open. Huge thank you to everybody who watched yesterday, well it'll be last week for you, the tutorial on stenciling. A few of you have been in the shop and bought some stencils and some little cherry pins, so that's what I am posting out today. And I also want to thank everybody for the comments as well. Sometimes it can be a lonely place when you post your video Not sure if anybody's seen it or watched it, so when you comment, I know that you've seen it, you've told me what you like about it, so thank you very much. Beef stroganoff. I think it went well, everybody ate it. So I'm going to assume that went well. I've got a good half an hour before the post office opens, but it's easier just to sit here and wait for it rather than go home and come back out again. Because when I'm in, I can then start work. Got all my baking done yesterday, so today I'm going to be ganaching. That's 3 cakes fully ganached, 1 in progress, another 1 in progress, and I have run out of ganache. So I'm about to make 1 more batch. I get a question time and time again on what ganache I use. It is 2 parts dark chocolate to 1 part cream. And this is the only ganache I use because I know it sets nice and hard. And it doesn't matter what flavour's inside because you only get a little tiny piece of chocolate on top of your actual whole slice of cake anyway. So it doesn't really matter what flavour it is because the piece on top is literally like this tiny little bit. And I would much rather know the cake is not going to melt and it's going to stay nice and solid than make white chocolate, which is temperamental at the best of times. It's 9:45. Some of the cakes I've got sugar paste on. Adam is playing on his game. What are you playing on?
Ace Combat.
Ace Combat.
But
A flying.
blow some planes up.
Nice. Usually you're on.
Crash into mountains.
What are we watching after this?
The Madeleine McCann thing on Netflix.
Yeah, well, how many episodes are we in now?
4. I think.
Yeah, so we're 4 episodes into the Madeleine McCann documentary on Netflix. These are our profiles for Netflix. Adam's got a tiger, he likes tigers. Kai's favourite animal is a capybara, which is the largest guinea pig in the world. And I have a sleepy tree. Weeks like these and you have to be organised. I have got 3 cakes on the go, 2 of which I'm hoping to film. 1 is the Lego Ninjago cake and the other is the dinosaur cake. Because I'll like work on the Lego cake and then I'll need to let something dry on that, so then I'll switch over and do the dinosaur cake. It can get really confusing when they're all on the same SD card. My little post-it note set up, and then when I take the SD card out I put it on what tutorial it goes with. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, but you've got an SD card full of like 100 clips and you don't know which one belongs to which tutorial until you open them and watch them. And also this has got the vlog on as well. So I might not be able to show you much today. Let's get these tutorials done for YouTube and obviously the orders for the customers. Let's not forget the most important part. I think 2 are being collected Friday night and it's currently Thursday. So let's get on with it. Yay, that's 1 down and 2 to go. These are the Lego Ninjago heads. I think this one's called Lloyd and this one's called Zane. Apparently this is some sort of titanium version. I'm not sure because I don't watch Lego Ninjago. But this one has been completed as a tutorial and this is as far as I've got with the dinosaur one. It is 5:30, tea is in the oven. Adam and Kai will be home in about half an hour and then I'll continue with this one. I can't even remember what the last thing I filmed was. But this is as far as I got with the little dinosaur cake. I finished, well, I downed tools for the night at 9:30 last night, watched 1 episode on Netflix and then went to bed. This is actually being collected today, so I need to get this finished. So this is my main focus this morning. Hopefully it won't take me too long because I still have an entire cake to make that I'm delivering tomorrow that doesn't have any sugar paste on. Can somebody please explain to me why I start work at 9 o'clock, I finish at 9:30 at night, I take 3/4 an hour for my dinner, I make the tea and I do the school run, and that is all I managed to get done. Why am I so slow? Right, it's almost 11 o'clock and I have finished the dinosaur cake. I'm just about to box them up so that they're ready to go, and I get asked a lot about my boxes every time you spot them. They are not cake boxes, they are just regular cardboard boxes that you get for packing. You can, if you type in packing boxes, you can get them in brown and white. I'm sure there's other colours as well. The brown ones can look quite nice if you're going for like a rustic feel with some string or twine tied around it with a little handmade gift tag thing on it. I just get the white ones. They are, I think they're called single cell, which means it's just 1 layer of cardboard. You can get double layer as well, I think. But yeah, nothing special, regular cardboard box. They arrive flat packed. If they don't arrive flat packed, that's a bonus for you. But you just fold them out So it makes a square shape. I'm just going to quickly build one so you can see. So this is the bottom of the box. So I'm just going to fold 2 in and fold the other 2 in like that. Then I have a big tape gun, so I just tape across the gap. I usually put about 3 on. So that's the bottom. Turn it around. So instead of putting your cake down in there, you're never going to get it out. So I actually cut a flap specifically for mine so you can slide the cake in and out of it easily. You want to grab some scissors, and then the boxes are put together. Can you see there's an overlap there? So all the others don't have an overlap on. They're just all folded, except this one is glued. I don't cut that one. Instead, keep the box with the line facing me, not that way. That line in the middle, I will keep it facing me, and I will cut the opposite end to this glued flap. So I don't even know if that made sense. But basically, what I'm going to be cutting is the other side. So if I turn it round, I've still got the line facing me, but the glued flap is down there somewhere. I'm going to be cutting this bit. I'm going to cut down this one and down this one. So I've still got that line facing towards me, and I'm just going to cut down that corner, down this one. And now I have a flap. So I can slide the cake in and out, and the flap just drops down, and then I'll just tape it up for delivery. Now the top of the box, you can either tape it up now if your cake's going to fit inside. Sometimes I'll have a cake that has a topper on it that's too tall, and so if I fold that over, sometimes I'll tape that and it'll fit fine. Other times the topper is too tall, so I'll leave it open. I place the box inside my little cupboard that I've got here. Make sure these aren't overlapped. And then I'll just leave the flaps loose until the cake's in, so I know how tall it is. If it's going on a delivery, or a long delivery, I'll put some non-slip mat in there with the cake on top. So the cake is now in the box. It's at this point I can see, I'll pull this back flap down, and I can see that's where it's going to go, and there's plenty of clearance there. So I can go ahead, I'll fold these 2 flaps, and then I can tape this because I know it's not going to touch the cake. So I tape this shut, so that will stay like that. And then this is the flap, which will just fold and slide in like that. Then you just tape these up for delivery at each side with a bit of sellotape. When you get at the venue or when the customer takes it home, you just undo the sellotape. This flap then flips down, and you can grab the cake and slide it out rather than trying to pick the cake up and lift it out of the box, which is not a good idea. So yeah, you can buy these boxes in lots of different sizes. I buy 3 sizes. I call this my single tier box, which fits a single tier in and a topper, and usually fits. I have a 2-tier cake, which obviously fits a 2-tier cake in, and then my wedding boxes, which fit 4 tiers in. You can buy boxes in any size that you want. Now, if this cake was too tall and this flap wasn't able to shut, you can either leave them all up like that and tape on the outsides to hold these up. But what I sometimes do is I snip with scissors at an angle. So I go like that and cut an angle and cut an angle, and then they all fold in a little bit like this, so that corner would be missing. Basically all the angled cuts kind of meet, so it turns it into that sort of shape, and then you've just got like a little hole at the top for your topper to sit in. Yeah, I get asked about that a lot, but it's just a regular cardboard box, nothing fancy. Oh, is this going to be a long night? This is my 2-tier that I'm delivering tomorrow. It is 1:25 Place your bets on how many hours for a 2-tier cake with 8 figures. So this is as far as I've got. It is 11 o'clock. I've still got some bits to finish off in the morning. I've got majority of the figures done. I wasn't talking to you. Are you sleepy? So when I get up in the morning, I've just got to do the head on this one and some more figures up here and some shading and detail, and then we can deliver it. 9 o'clock we got in. We went to York and delivered the cake. That was a mega posh hotel, that, weren't it? We pulled up outside and I was getting ready to get out the car with the box, take it through the door, but a man came to the door, opened the car door and tried taking the box off me. I was like, no, it's fine, I'll carry it. So we carried it in, and there's just staff everywhere asking if they wanted to take bags and if you needed directions anywhere. I delivered that, then it took us for about 3-4 hour round trip. Then we went to Card Factory to pick up the Father's Day cards because we're mega late with that. Then we went to Home Bargains to see if we could find anything there because we haven't bought anything for Father's Day because we just haven't had time. Then we went to Asda to do the food shop. We don't usually shop in Asda, we usually go to Aldi's, but we decided to try Asda to see if they had some different stuff, and look what we picked up. Look at the giant gnome! It's not for us. We picked a giant gnome up for my dad's Father's Day present and a little mug. We got that from Home Bargains. I only picked it up because it's the most ridiculous thing that made me laugh. It says, "I love gardening from my head to my toes." I proper love it. What is that? Why was that zoomed
Might as well see it my nose.
So yeah, by the time we'd actually finished the entire food shop, I mean, we'd been in there 2 minutes and we'd already spent £50 on a gnome and 2 cushions. But we picked up these yellow cushions. We are in the process of changing the living room from... What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
You!
What?
Because I can tell you that you're on the verge of laughing again.
We are changing the living room from grey and lavender to grey, mustard and blush. So we've still got a few bits of lavender, a few bits of lavender hanging about. So we need to change them to yellow. We bought yellow curtains from B&M the other day. We picked these pom-pom cushions up from Asda. These were £10 each. I finished my little... Oh my god, did you just...
No, I did not. I've got my yellow pants on.
They're not yellow, they're brown.
They're not... Well, yeah, they're a
They're
bit...
brown.
bit khaki.
The khaki's green.
Right, beige.
So I made this garland. I ordered some little wool pom-pom. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
So I ordered these pom-poms. I think it was from eBay. And I've had them sat in my cupboard for ages. Until I found a needle big enough. So I just made this and put it on the shelf. But the kids were asking me why I'd put Scotch eggs.
Scotch eggs?
Yeah, them little orange ones. They're supposed to be mustard, but they look like little Scotch eggs. They'd asked why I made a garland out of Scotch eggs.
Just in case I get hungry.
We had a few lavender bits and pieces up here. We've just changed a couple of the pictures. And then you saw me pick that one up if you watched the Wales vlog. Got that from the range. We have a leftover pile of lavender stuff, so there's a couple of cushions there, a blanket, lots of plants and stuff. They'll all be going up the loft, just in case we decide to go back to lavender after we've had enough of the mustard. But yeah, it's now 9:30. We didn't buy all the Father's Day stuff, so we've got to go out again tomorrow and find yet more Father's Day stuff, and then obviously do the visits. Oh, another busy day tomorrow. Happy Father's Day. We nipped to Bury this morning to get the father-in-law's present. We were really stuck on what to buy him, and we ended up picking this up. Just what everybody wants, a decorative resin hen. He used to have chickens, and then they completely ruined his back garden, and he actually lives in a static caravan now, and he has like a little tiny garden bit outside, so we just thought it'd be funny to get him a little hen. He's also got some beer and stuff that came with some pork scratchings. Whilst we were out, we also picked up some white fluffy cushions from Wilkinson's. These are just to go with these mustard ones. I think I might get a small pink one. Might get one of them for myself and just stick it here. And my dad's stuff is all set up later as we're cooking tea tonight. So this is what he'll see when he walks in. This is where he usually sits. He's got his gnome set up, his card and his mug. Also, I completely forgot to show you because I already put it on Instagram. So if you're on my Instagram, you might have already seen it there on my stories. But 2 parcels arrived. One that I was waiting for, which was a new turntable from Amazon. I might show you in the next vlog, I'll show you that one. But then another parcel arrived and it felt round like a ball, and I thought, what the heck have I ordered now? And I opened it to find this inside. And I had absolutely no idea who had sent it until Adam said, why is your name different on the packet? And you know, if you get a parcel that's got an insult on the front of the packet, you know it's from Breda. She owns the sugar press kit where you can stamp the little letters in, and she sent this through. I had no idea it was coming, but just look. A cherry bog brush. The kids thought this was absolutely hilarious. I don't even want to use it as a bog brush, so it's too cute to use as a bog brush. You can actually take this little brush bit off though, so I might use it as like some sort of container for something. But I had absolutely no idea it was coming, or that it was a bog brush. Thank you, Breda. Well, that's another Disney Sunday done and dusted. We skipped a few of the films in between because Disneyland does not show anything to do with rescuers or Robin Hood or anything like that. So we skipped ahead to Little Mermaid, and I have my Ursula nightie on. She is definitely one of my favourite villains. So yeah, it's 9:15. I think we might watch a bit of Netflix, and then the week starts again tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow's tutorial will be up at 5 o'clock, and I will see you again in the next vlog.